Alright. And you guys eventually get out. It's around the end of the day when you do. You spent your whole day here.
Had a busy, busy day.
Oh, we should leave this floor.
Floor 10?
Yeah, the angels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is getting
that's
tonight.
Right. I forgot about
Yep, we should
He
go.
wants
I
to
am
go
not
down
going
to-
through that again.
You want to spend all night going down to floor 5?
Yes.
Away.
Okay.
just floor 9, and we just
Honestly?
find.
Why don't you guys
someplace
just
to
hang out in an
crash.
alleyway? It'll be fine.
No, we'll do that at floor 9, not 10.
Like, if it gets us away from the angels, I am happy spending all night going down to floor 5.
Spend all night going down and upstairs.
Yes.
Just kind of go between floor 8 and 9 repeatedly to kill time.
This is it. We've reached purgatory.
So where are
I've
you
died
headed? Are you
once too
headed down to
many,
floor
and-
5 or what?
Unless somebody has a better idea.
I mean, Caesar, maybe you could blag some beds in, the hospital place for us to rest overnight.
I think they're closing down at night.
I mean,
Yeah, they close down at
Oh,
night.
yeah.
I am not.
Oh, right. That's what I mean.
Well,
Let's
they-
just
I am
find
not
someone's...
staying on this floor.
Let's find someone's house, knock on their door, have Barnaboo wipe the memory.
I am
just-
not
we'll just take over the
staying
house.
on floor 10.
Wow.
If you guys are trying to find a place on floor 10, I'm going back down.
That's
I am
some
So
good
much for
morality.
you guys not friggin' using Barnaboo's power.
No, I don't think anybody was serious. If anybody was serious with that, Caesar would have some words with them.
Look, Jakey Boy is our moral compass.
Yeah.
We stand by that statement.
I am not staying on this floor.
Yeah, let's keep going down.
But just to floor 9. We don't need to go all the way back down for 5
Okay.
hours.
Floor
yeah,
9 is
yeah,
fine.
if we want to try and find an alleyway to sleep in on floor 9.
Unless there are angels on
We can
floor
do
9 as well, I don't know.
I mean, we don't know that.
Do you want to risk it?
Why don't we
I
just
mean-
sneak into a hotel room
Hmm.
and just
Those
use it?
tend to be locked.
I mean, yeah, or we can just break into the clinic and sleep there.
But it's on floor 10. We're trying to get off of floor 10. at the
Yeah,
very
but do
least.
they just go in the alleyways, or aren't people safe if they're indoors?
No, I think they can just detect us regardless. They follow a scent.
Yeah, we're some of the few magic people in this entire tower, so at least I don't think it's very common.
How about
So
Yeah.
how about we go to a hotel on floor 9 and John pretends to be someone important?
I don't think that'll go well,
here,
considering...
are shitty and take down payments before, so we need to actually.
Also, I'm
be able to afford it.
pretty sure that I am currently covered in burn wounds. I really and my hat is probably very badly singed. I do not look like someone who is.
yeah, you're all bandaged up. You're 90% bandaged with a
Well.
couple holes for your eyes.
So who's the less damaged person who can make a case?
No one.
I mean,
Hannah, it is.
Oh.
What a pal! I knew you'd be elected.
It's probably Jakey Boy actually, because Hannah got stabbed.
By who?
I have 8 charisma,
Oh yeah, we
but
don't know.
I'm not
Well,
in favor of
by
us
Victor,
talking.
you know that.
I've
I
got
mean, I
8 charisma and 4 influence.
I have
I
8
got-
charisma and 6
Really?
influence.
I got 10 charisma and 6 influence.
Same.
I have
I have
4
more.
charisma and 0
I
influence.
have 10 charisma.
What?
I'm the
I have
greatest.
10 charisma and 6 influence with a bonus in persuasion.
I like how we're technically equal, but I don't get.
Plus,
the
I also
bonus,
have a
but-
once a week roll that lets me add to a deception or diplomacy roll.
You could use
I
it.
know.
I could, and the negative possibilities still won't knock me out.
No, I vote either for alleyway on floor 9 or going down to floor 5. Actually, as a doctor, I'm going to recommend we sleep in a proper bed, so I vote we're heading down to floor 5.
Yeah, but if we're going to go down to floor 5, we may as well try and, somehow get a free room on floor 9 on the way.
I mean,
It'll take longer.
Not that much longer.
That just like my character's overconfident too, but talking ourselves into a free room just does not sound like a thing that happens. Even like
I mean, I could potentially roll an 18 if I like.
You could also
perfect it.
potentially roll a 1.
I could.
or a
Well,
2.
I could potentially roll a 2. Yeah.
they don't give away free rooms even to the most charismatic and friendly people. Like that's just not how
Okay.
hotels work.
Charismatic and deadly people, perhaps.
You're gonna threaten them into giving you a
Oh,
free
you
room?
could do.
We could name drop Kamek. That always works.
Has that
Yes,
Yeah,
I've
it
never
worked
seen that
so
fail.
well for us last
Close
time.
Ever
personal
worked.
friends.
has that ever actually worked?
Dead.
Well, we could try it, and then if they
No.
when they say no, we can be like, oh, if you want to piss off Kamek,
Has,
And then when they call the
Hey.
cops, we
Hey,
can.
man.
has this ever
No.
worked?
Look, if they call the cops, I got this sweet Jake the Cop business card.
Wait a minute.
Show them.
Wait a minute. Just contact your cop friends. Get them to let us bunk somewhere.
It's still in floor 5 though.
But you're also Van.
So no, I'm Shiodosku. I'm the lawyer.
We are known quantity. We can't just get by on not being ourselves.
Like this the cop system thing. Like it's still floor 5. We might as well just go back to the hotel room. We got permanent residents, and like it
Yeah, I guess so.
doesn't fix the distance problem.
All right, 4.5 hours later.
Well, oh, are you going to floor 5 then? Your hotel room or what?
I think
I think that is what we're doing.
I guess.
I don't think we're gonna get all of us to unambiguously say yes, but I think that's general.
Yeah, the general vibe seems to be go down floor 5, and I'm not gonna fight it. So.
All
We
right.
can check up on the mayor. See
So
if
you
he-
make it to floor 6,
Oh dear.
Oh no.
and then when you try and go down to floor 5, the cops stop you and they say, "I'm sorry, this area is under quarantine."
Oh
Alright.
shit.
Oh no.
Okay. So it looks like we failed.
No, we didn't fail. We warned them. They got everyone out in time, right?
Well, do you want to ask that or?
Yeah, that what I said was in character.
Okay. Well, he
So
says,
was my saying it looks like we failed.
he says, yeah, we've evacuated everyone to floor 3. Thankfully, there's only been 1 or 2 casualties.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
That's good at least.
That's better than expected.
Okay,
But for
so
right
we
now,
are-
the floor is off limits.
Well, crap.
You can feel free to go down to floor 3 if you would like.
Dude,
At
if
this
you have
point-
beds you can lend to very, very tired and hurt people.
He says, no, but there's a homeless shelter down on floor 1.
It's so far away though.
Why don't we just camp on floor 6?
It would take you, what, 6 hours to get back to floor 10 from floor
Let's
1?
just
Yikes.
camp,
This is
let's
sweet.
just camp on floor
Jake the
6.
Cop business card, change your mind, officer.
He says, well, that is a nice business card.
Well, at least we can agree on that.
Find somewhere on floor 6.
Yeah, let's go
I
back to floor. I'd rather go to floor 6 and go.
Yeah, like I would try
All the way
and
to
I would
base.
I fall
normally
asleep standing up there at the checkpoint.
I'm gonna carry you.
normally I
We're
would
all
try and
just
debate this with the
dead.
guy, but at this point I'm just like, no.
Well, there was that haunted house themed inn you stayed at.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like
Floor
super
6.
expensive.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was like, wasn't it like 20 coins a night? I don't think we
Something
can do
like that.
I mean, I do have 50 coins.
Well, thank you for paying for us then.
I mean,
I
I
mean-
could always phone up my contact who got me our room in the first place and say that it's all infected now. Can we have a higher up one?
If he agrees to a higher up one and not a lower one.
Agreed.
Also, can you phone him? Like, we don't have phones.
I mean,
Who was your contact?
someone on the higher floors.
It wasn't Victor, was it?
Just contact them and just like be like, can you just teleport us up there?
That's not how it works.
Shut up, I can dream.
Why don't you just teleport into a hotel room, unlock the door, and then we can just go in?
Ooh. Ooh.
Actually, you know what? That would work if we just find a hotel with a vacancy.
You know what? That's actually not a bad idea.
Look, I'm tired. I'm carrying a sleeping man. Whatever.
Okay,
Just do
okay.
it.
Let's go to a hotel on floor 6 then, since we're here. And
Let's go
Alright.
up at least like one more floor,
Wait,
so we have.
so what is your plan?
well,
We walk into the hotel like it's a place we already have rooms, and like it has to be a big enough hotel that they wouldn't know all the patrons by face.
yeah.
And then we just go up
Yeah.
to a floor and try and sense whether there's anybody in that room. And then
Like, our
teleport.
plan entirely relies on someone not renting the room after we've occupied it.
We can see if there's
we
like
can try to
a...
make educated guesses.
Maybe they have like a wall for keys, and see if there's like a key that's not been used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that hotel might not have that system where there's a wall full of keys behind the desk.
What if we don't? We
In
can
plain
we
view.
can just knock on doors until nobody answers.
That's a risk. Isn't it getting kind of late?
Well, it's getting late already.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think it's
like-
already
It's already like 11:30 or midnight-ish.
Yeah, there might just be not answering because they're sleeping.
We'll just be really quiet when we go in.
Right. I
And just sleep on their couch.
If we're gonna use this plan, let's use it at least on like floor 7 or 8, so we're not quite so.
yeah, that's reasonable.
But it's gonna take like another half hour to get up to the next
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna be creeping around town at like 2 a.m.
Oh well.
I mean, no, it'll just go from 11:30 to midnight if we go up one floor. That's fine.
yeah, all
It's
right.
just every floor of distance is, an hour round trip from where we're actually working.
Yep,
Assuming that we establish a new base of operations wherever we end up.
that's fair. Let's do that.
So we go up one more floor,
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
and
Yeah,
Ooh, what 104?
let's do it.
then.
Alright, so what floor are you going to? 6?
7, I think.
7.
7, okay.
And
So
we
you go to
look
floor
for the
7. and you
biggest hotel
see-
on floor 7.
Well, floor 7, actually, as you're investigating, you don't see any residential areas at all, or even hotels.
Oh,
I
It just
guess-
seems to be lines and lines of factories.
Well, I guess we're going up to floor 8 then.
Well, for tonight, can we just crash these? It's okay to squat.
just sleep in an alleyway somewhere.
No, it can be in a building. We got ways of getting inside buildings.
But do we have ways that aren't likely to cause more trouble?
I mean, no one's.
Fine, go to floor 8.
But wasn't all the trouble like that happened on floor 8, right? Like they're still there, are they?
Well,
The
I mean-
floors are the size of cities, I think.
I mean, let's be realistic. Victor can track us in any floor.
yeah.
Wouldn't we be closer to him though on floor 8?
Not
can teleport.
necessarily. Yeah.
Uh,
Because, I mean, he was on floor 10 when he stabbed Hannah, wasn't he?
Let's just go to a different building than the one where you guys got ambushed.
But yeah, we won't go in a weird building in the field if you can help
No, let's go
us.
to the same building. He won't suspect it.
There's a mattress there we can share.
There was.
I am not going back there. Let's leave, please. Especially since he said that name.
Oh,
What
yeah.
name?
Oh, yeah, he did say his
Oh,
name
right.
there.
Oh wait, can he track you by saying his name too?
No, he said the other name.
Oh,
And he's aware of what that means to say said name out loud.
I am very confused.
Mr. Bean.
Oh, okay.
so we're going to floor 8, or are we staying and finding?
Sounds like it.
Okay.
We're going to 4-8 and looking for the biggest hotel we can find on the map.
Alright, so you go to floor 8 and you find a hotel wandering around called Boom Boom's Room.
Nice.
I hope it's not that kind of hotel. I don't know anymore.
It's got a big old neon boom boom sign.
Okay, so guys, just walk in, act like you belong. It won't draw any suspicion.
Yeah, just walk through and then...
At like what? Midnight? 1 a.m.
Like
People
in
walk
character.
into...
People walk into hotels late at night. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll be fine. And then just...
So yeah, we'll just walk in. Let's do it.
Yep.
So you walk in, it's a pretty seedy motel. Not exactly great. You see some, your average person milling about seems to be, hiding something. There's a lot of drug deals you can kind of see going around. People are big old trench coats. Mostly boom booms here.
As I go in, I'm gonna glance over to the counter to see if they do have like a key system on the wall, just in case.
They do.
Or like a guest book.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna take a mental note of keys that are still on there.
Like hanging from their hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I could just freeze time and take it.
I mean, that's good too.
That's
Yeah,
No,
it's gonna
yeah.
refresh after we're done sleeping, so...
yeah, that's not a bad option.
Yeah, we could just walk towards the elevator and then you freeze time. Right
Yeah, then we
back
don't need to
to
use
you.
the teleport trick, and we'll actually have a key to the room so we can lock it.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
much better.
It
Alright.
might be worth grabbing a few keys, because otherwise it's like 6 people to one room.
Look, we're a close family now.
And they're more likely to notice if we take more than one key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Alright, I'm gonna look at the wall.
Let's walk over to the elevator or something first. So
I just want to see.
Well, I was going to look at a wall first before, see if it's worth it, basically.
Yeah. Like, how many keys are there, if any, and...
Well, there's, I don't know, rows and rows of keys. There are many keys.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, there's definitely at least some rooms where the key is not taken, is what he's looking for, I think.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's what I'm getting. Any particular preference?
I want to be in room 666.
Room 666 is available.
Oh, this place is a lot bigger than I
Yeah,
thought it'd be.
jeez.
Well, it's 10 floors tall.
Also, the rooms are numbered non-consecutively. They're just arranged randomly with random numbers.
Yikes. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and freeze...
I pass out.
I'm gonna freeze time.
Alright.
And I'm just gonna go and grab a random key.
Okay, you grab a random key. It is for room 666.
Oh, wow.
Hooray.
Man, I'm lucky. And
Which happens to be on the first floor right next to the lobby.
and I just go back to where I was.
And you do. You have a key to room 666.
Phew, let's get some rest.
Man, we really made that a lot more hard on ourselves.
I keep forgetting you can time stop.
Yeah, me too. You'd think I'd know that.
I guess we're all going to sleep then.
Yay.
Yeah.
Does this mean we heal stun?
Yep.
Nice.
Everyone in the same bed. It's gonna be crowded.
Yeah.
I'll sleep on the floor.
Like, wow. I had a lot of damage.
Alright, so you wake up the next day.
Is there a do not disturb sign in the room?
Yes.
I put it on the doorknob.
Okay.
But after we wake up.
Yeah.
Alright, who needs the flower the most?
Me.
I'm still close to being dead.
Yeah, John
Like,
probably
everyone,
is
tell me how much wounds you have.
I've got an awful stomach ache, and it just won't go away.
I'm covered
I don't
in
have any
burn
wounds, but I already called dibs, so...
I've only got 8. I think John's got more.
Yeah, I'm on 10.
Technically, I got 11, but I have, double the life than everyone
I
else
have 14
has.
life and 10 wound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so go ahead and take it with...
That's a D20, right?
Annabelle. Yep.
Oh, I rolled a 19.
Nice.
Nice.
You overhealed yourself, and now you're dead.
I overhealed and now I have 2 hearts. Nice. I'm quite pleased I managed to get rid of all of those wounds. Wow. Alright, now, are we resting up for like a few days?
No, we have things to do.
Yeah, we have very literally a time limit unless we're okay with each floor getting progressively sick, which I'm not.
Should we
not
warn
okay with
floor
that.
6?
I have 2 questions. What even happened, and what are
Oh yeah, we
going
haven't.
to
Has
do
no one
at all?
explained what's gone on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys should fill us in, now that we've resolved the room situation.
So first of all, Van set me on fire.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I look happy at
that's
that.
to be expected.
All according to plan, I reckon.
And I look over at him and say, I'm sorry, who was hiding behind who later?
Shush.
No, but seriously, why did you set Van on fire? Or Barnaby on fire, Van?
Because he doesn't know how to sneak to save his life.
So you thought he would be stealthier if he was burning?
I'm sorry, says the person who walked into a knife.
I literally couldn't see him in the room, okay?
So I'm going to explain it because I'm not going to argue with another person while explaining. To TLDR, basically, Barnaboo thought he was hiding. He got spot. Van was trying to chase him away, but Barnaboo was not taking it. And so Van shot him to show that, hey, you know, yeah. But
He was
Then,
screwing
yeah.
up the deal. I had to show that he wasn't with me.
Huh.
Assert your dominance.
Yeah, I don't know why the deal went down badly. That's so weird.
It's like I said, it was a setup. You can't trust these people.
Yeah, Coriander
Oh.
sold me out.
I followed at a distance after that, but
Surprise.
effectively,
The victor or the
we ended up in a
police?
building
To Victor.
we ended up in this building where there was what appeared to be some kind of disused hospital, I say with air quotes.
Mm.
And basically it was extremely dark. I was the only person who could see, I think.
Pretty much.
And then there was a room with a candle in it. Van walked in and got stabbed by Victor, who only Rezkow could see. Rezkow,
Never trust rooms with candles.
I think Rezkow smashed him over the face at that point. At which point Van went and cowered behind me.
I
Just
did
saying.
not cower.
Yes, you did.
I strategically
so-
teleported away.
And cowered behind me. Then, upon leaving, I spotted a secret door. So we hid inside a secret room, which appeared to be some kind of... It was like a small bedroom with a mattress and an IV drip and a bunch of needles.
Mm.
And it looked like it hadn't been used for a while.
Also, it had lots of books in it, which seemed to allude to the problem that the tower's having now.
Did you not steal those?
Yeah, I've got them all.
You did.
Wait, you stole them?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Finally,
Yeah,
Van uses his powers for good.
So,
So what you're saying is that the enemy has now planted all the evidence on you.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Well, okay. Well, after waiting in that room for a long time, being extremely quiet, Rezkow poked his head out, I think using the blink thing, and apparently Victor was still in the room and spotted him immediately, which is worrying because he was still wearing the cloak.
Yeah.
At which point he put up a bomb by the door, which blew up, and I don't remember anything after that.
Oh,
So maybe how it works is that you can see Victor if you yourself are invisible, and vice versa.
That is a point
I
that
hadn't thought
actually
of
we
that.
did not think of.
huh.
Can I have the cloak back?
yeah, take it.
We have to
Cool.
go back in time and tell me in the past to wear the invisibility cloak.
Hey, one sec. Shouldn't I have the cloak since I'm being actively targeted?
I mean, the
Sure.
reality is he knows about some of us. I feel that if he doesn't see you, he's going to target someone else to try to draw you out.
As far as I can tell, I don't know whether he actually ever saw me there. Because I was hiding in the dark the entire time, and I was knocked backwards by the explosion. I was behind the door. I don't think he actually ever saw me.
He didn't seem to acknowledge you, no.
No. So I don't
what
think
will-
he's actually seen me. And I don't know if he
Yeah.
saw Rezkow. Because, well, he clearly did see something, but I don't know whether his invisibility vision lets him see.
I mean, if our theory is that the cloak doesn't work against him, but it does let you see him, that fits with what we've seen so far. Which is like one data point, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, also Victor has some kind of teleportation device.
Yeah, it seemed to be like a pendant of some kind.
Which is like more or less what I have.
Huh.
Well,
I mean, so Victor is basically a copy of you.
But way more combat efficient.
So can we just replace you with him and
Hey.
Oh yeah, I wasn't
damn.
conscious for that point. Never mind.
So there weren't any like
He mentioned
diplomatic
that, like,
conversations you guys had, right?
Well, there was an attempt at a Van proposed to try and we thought that Victor was under the influence of the wizard, like that it was like, and turns out he is like associated with the magic contract.
Yeah.
Van proposed to anti-magic it, but he refused and he teleported.
Well, I
away.
mean, he didn't refuse. He just teleported away. I think I might have been getting through to him at least a little bit.
did you consider that maybe the bean guy was telling the truth when he said that Victor hired him
Well,
in the first place?
no.
And that maybe Victor has motives you aren't aware
No,
of?
that's bullshit.
Okay.
Also, BTW, Victor is a Koopa with a leaf on his head.
It's called Troopy. He's a Troopy.
No.
Never heard of that.
It's from Superstar Saga.
Makes
I feel
sense.
like we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very possible.
So he's like a Koopa with like a plant parasite controlling him?
No, it's not a parasite. It's like...
I mean, if the leaf's growing out of his head where his brain is, which means that there's like a plant in his brain.
You're thinking too much into it, Caesar. It's nothing like that.
Huh.
Okay.
It's just a regional difference.
Yeah. Just
So
think
you said-
of it as hair.
You
Plant
said there
hair.
was like a IV and a bunch of needles in
A
this.
hair that's an entirely different kind of organism.
Yes.
But you found like the IV and the needles in this room. Were they like filled with any remnant of anything, or could you?
No, they were all empty.
Like, was an abandoned room. It hasn't been accessed for a while.
Yeah, like a couple of months.
Yet the books were in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Huh.
Which
So maybe this is just a long plan in process, I guess.
Yeah, because look at the titles of the books.
Yeah.
All clearly analogues to what's happening here.
Energies of the
Yeah.
group, huh?
That looks like it might be a stone mind thing. Collective consciousness?
That does sound pretty stone-mindy.
But I do know for a fact that I'm the only stone mind person in this entire tower.
See, now I'm wondering if all of this like plague attack, is like part of a ritual to have something happen with one of the 4, like, god planes.
Which would it be? Like, a swarm of parasitic bugs does not really match the themes of any of these gods.
Yeah, but let's be honest. What we actually know about any of the groups is extremely surface level.
That's true.
Well, why don't we read the books and maybe we'll find
What? Here's a theory.
info.
What if this ritual isn't for any of them? What if this is a ritual to make a new one?
Oh god.
There's already too many. That we have to stop it.
Hannah,
Say hello to number 5, the Plague Lord.
I'm saying don't rule it out.
I mean,
You're not wrong.
for all we know, considering the Bean Kingdom's involvement, they might have some weird religions there, or offshoot religions.
There's 4 other religions for the
cheapo
Bean
knockoff religions.
Yeah.
Instead of the zebra, it's the antelopes.
Clearly, we need to go to the Bean Kingdom to find out.
The 4 regions each have 4 gods.
Oh boy.
We need to get more players so that we have one representative for all 16 gods.
All 16 gods.
So what are we doing? Are we going to the 6th floor to stop it? Are we going to Coriander to beat her up?
I mean, I kind of want to beat up Coriander.
Are we getting money? I guess we don't need
It was
money.
your own damn fault, Mister. Oh, hey, I'm Van. I sure am a wanted criminal.
To be fair,
And you're a seedy person. That means I can trust you.
if we do get
If
we do find Coriander, we could interrogate her for information.
Yes, this.
I'd say we just don't approach Coriander again. Like,
Yeah, but here's the thing.
We can-
It takes a few days for an infection to go, right? He's just got done with floor 5. If we're gonna be stopping that, it needs to be like now. We have like a range of a few days.
here's my proposal. Our goal is to stop the Bean Guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Bean
Yes.
Guy is currently hanging out with Sharon and Mr. McFlibbity.
Right?
Mr. McFlibbity just said that Sharon wants to see Jakey Boy.
Right?
Oh, did he?
Let's take them up on that, and
Interesting.
Yeah, but is Jakey
Let's
Boy
take-
close?
Yeah, that's the thing.
well,
Interesting.
if we can get the Bean Guy is with them, so if we want to take a direct route to the Bean Guy, we just go to find out where Sharon and McFlibbity are and try and meet him with them.
That's kind of easy to say, though.
I mean, can you ask McFlibbity where he and Sharon are?
I could. I could. Do all agree I should spend my call today in that
I mean,
way?
I think the lesson we've learned in the past couple of days is let's not split up.
Mm.
I agree.
Because the last
Yeah.
2 times we split up, things have gone very, very badly for me.
Yeah.
I got stabbed.
I got eaten
Yes,
by an
and-
angel and then exploded.
You've had an exciting past 2 sessions, Barnaboo.
Yeah. Hell, there's 4 of us who haven't died yet, so...
Hey, I didn't die.
I've died.
Okay.
I've died.
I mean, you're Satanists, so that's basically death.
I mean, let's be honest. Dying isn't that bad if you're part of those rare people for whom dying is apparently not permanent.
Yeah.
We won't know until you die for the first time, is the thing.
Oh, by the way, this entire time I have been keeping my rule, except for when I did surgery, of staying at least 15 feet away from Barnaboo.
Oh, Christ, that's right. Barnaboo's touched me.
Well, you can't trust your own memories anymore.
Great.
Wait, is it touch activate or is it?
It is.
We don't
don't
know.
know.
Well, would Barnaboo know?
It's. I think it works by touching.
You tap me on the shoulder.
You think it works?
Your name is Gary.
Yes, I did tap you on the shoulder, and no, I didn't activate the memory manipulating powers.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I hate
I mean,
this.
I can feel how they. I can feel how they work, and they didn't work.
Yeah, but at the same time, you kind of have
As
this...
far as you're aware.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm from in character information. I know I can sort of like feel the powers, and like they didn't seem to do anything.
Do you know if? There's
Well,
a
you've never
physical-
used them, so you don't know.
Yeah, but they didn't feel
So
any
you-
different when I was trying. I didn't try and do anything, and they didn't feel any different when I tapped them on the shoulder. So
Maybe they work subconsciously and you don't even notice.
Okay.
Just anytime
it's
you touch
it's
somebody,
distinctly
then
possible.
like,
I don't
do-
think
Satan
it's the
has
case.
access to their mind.
I don't think it's
Does
the case.
does
but
it have any kind of physical tell? Like, does it do anything? Does it do light? Does it smell?
I don't know. I am
And-
unless you want me to try it out and see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, go ahead, test it on me. Let's find out.
No.
I mean, I would sincerely volunteer just a very particular small memory, because this
Now,
kind of
keep in mind that if we
knowledge
do,
is
I can only do
important.
this once a month. So if we
Oh.
do need to if we do come into like a serious situation where we need to use this and we blow it on testing to see if it works?
I advocate you use that now and never have. So we.
Yeah, it'll ease the tension of everyone not trusting you.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the problem. I'm not sure I would believe that it's actually gone for the month. So.
Well, I do have a power I can use once a day, but it does it's very likely to blow up, I think, and go wrong.
Blow up, literally or metaphorically?
I'm not entirely sure.
But besides whatever powers you think you have, you could also just, like, be doing the will of Satan whenever you touch somebody.
Yes, that is true.
Subconsciously.
I don't think that's the case. Like, I can sort of feel these powers and I can't, like, feel anything happening, but, you know.
But just to be safe.
Yeah, okay, fine. So far, all I've done is see in the dark.
I'm gonna slowly push Hannah towards John.
No. So, Rezcow, I strongly recommend you send that message.
So, I just want to be sure what I'm sending out here is we want to meet with Sharon?
Yeah, actually, if he's talking about their linguine dinners, just say, we want to meet the three of you. Where are you?
Alright. Okay. Alright.
Especially since he's talking about Sharon wanting to see Jakey Boy, just respond, yeah, we'd like to see this.
I don't think
Where
Mr. Bean would be totally up to do that, you know?
I'll specifically mention Sharon and Father. Alright. I'm gonna type my thought message in chat.
I mean, if McLibity's under the impression that Mr. Bean and us should not have any reason to fight, hopefully this works out. If Mr. Bean can use McLibity's naivete against us, and we can do the same the other way around.
That'll be a fun conversation.
Alright, that's your message?
Yep.
Linguini.
Sharon, not Shannon. I assume you're saying Sharon, because otherwise he's going to ask who's Shannon.
No, like I said, it's getting late for me. My typing is just getting weird.
Alright, he's going to reply.
I'm also going... There you go. Change Sharon. We're allowed to edit our mind text, apparently. There's already a precedent for it.
Then Father McLibity's responds, "Ah, yes, we're on floor 63. Boundary's right beside us."
Damn it, McFlippity, there's only 50 floors.
That's the post game.
Oh no, you found the floor 50 through 60, the secret floors.
We've made it 20% of the way up. If we just find... what we need to do is find, like, a warp zone or something. Skip a handful of floors.
Are there warp whistles?
Yeah.
I mean, considering that in canon, once Belina got away by using a warp star...
Warp star or whistle?
Well, she got a star, and then she warped away.
The 64 music played, and yeah.
Oh.
So it wasn't a warp star, it was a end goal star.
Yeah.
Which is even weirder. I mean, warp stars are canon because of Smash.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically everything is canon because of Smash, though.
God, we just need to go to Dreamland and get Kirby on our side. That's what we need.
I'm gonna play a Waddle Dee, my next character.
My next character's gonna be a Redead.
Oh god.
Oh no.
You have to do the scream every time.
I'm not allowed to speak, I just have to do the scream.
My next character is going to be a different creature that's pretending to be a shy guy. And I have a bunch of different
My next character is just gonna be Waluigi.
Just follow
Oh boy, we get to follow the story of the legend.
Hero to the people, Waluigi.
Turns out it's not very exciting.
No.
No, he just goes and plays tennis
Honestly-
sometimes.
But he's waiting for his heroic moment. We need to recruit Waluigi. We need to find him.
Wow.
I feel like the I cannot respond is just like a signature at this point.
I mean, he does need to be reminded, to be fair.
Alright, I'm gonna transcribe this message as I'm receiving it.
Okay.
Sharon will not meet with you yet. She says it's too dangerous, but things are getting closer to your next meeting. She says the next person to meet her will be Jakey Boy, and that you can wait. She is very strange, but blank is willing to meet with Barnaby or Van as long as they come alone.
Oh, for crying
Van
out
is
loud.
dangerous, though. Be careful around him.
Right, I think step one is I think we need to get Jakey Boy some kind of climbing gear.
Climbing gear?
Yep.
What?
Are you worried
Because
he's
Why
going
is
to
this
hole?
step one?
Yeah, if-
What is step two?
Step two, teach Jakey Boy how to use that. Because, okay, here's my
I
line
got
of thinking.
some rope.
Yeah, okay, attach a grappling hook to it. Because if meet with means what I think it means, you're going to end up in a pit full of corpses at some point in the near future.
Jakey Boy already has powers.
Yeah.
That's not going to be the goal.
Yeah, you want to be able to get out of there is basically the
Well,
point.
wait. There was a... Didn't we see or hear with that whole portal, like, black stone thing that happened? Like, didn't we hear me at some point?
Yeah, we did.
Wait, what?
What? That's not, I remember hearing music. I remember hearing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We heard Jakey Boy's voice.
Yeah.
That is correct, you did.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Our fight, you missed it. Our fight with Mr. Bean.
Ah,
Yeah, like Jakey Boy opened like a darkness portal with the stone, and Mr. Bean escaped through it.
And then...
And then
Oh, yeah.
I attacked it with my magic knife. I attacked the darkness.
Oh, man. A situation where Attack the Darkness actually, like, made sense.
Yeah.
I attack the darkness.
And so then we heard music through it, and we heard Mr. Bean in pain, and I didn't remember this, but apparently we heard Jakey Boy's voice, too.
You did hear Jakey Boy's voice.
Right. I'm gonna tap Rezcow on the shoulder.
Oh.
Like, would it be
Okay.
possible to speak aside for a second?
What?
I mean, what do you possibly
Like,
have
it's
to tell
nothing-
me that can't be shared
Because
with...
it's something I don't feel particularly comfortable sharing with anyone else in this group. It's
Not
nothing
even Hannah.
like if it means like I will stay visibly away from you and not touch you.
I'm going to divert this to the rest of the crew. Are they okay with this?
No.
That information.
I just want to.
I'm sorry, Van.
I just want to show. I just want to say something to Rezcow.
Van, I would like to start trusting you at some point. I would like you to start trusting us. Like, those two things go hand in hand. Can't you?
Can't I let the Satanist go and speak with our
Can-
tank?
Can you say why you will only tell this to me?
Because you're the only one I trust to share it with.
Oh no, sorry. Oh shoot! I actually mixed up your two voices for a second there. That stopped happening for a while. But no, Barnaby wants to talk to him alone.
Yeah.
That is also not okay.
Polo sounds nothing like me.
I know you. I know.
You're both British.
I think. I know
That's
you.
racist.
Like,
It's not actually your voices. It's the fact that he was saying that he wanted to go talk to
Oh, that's fair enough.
Rezcow alone made me think it was Van's talking for some reason. And no, Barnaby, there's nothing that you could be telling him that would I'd be okay with that happening. Like, if you can't tell the rest of us, then that just makes me not okay with you being around in general. Like, those kinds of secrets, I can't imagine a okay thing that secret could be. Like, something that you don't want me to know. Okay, then, like, that can only be bad for me. So I'm going to say no.
Well, I'm not gonna show it to everyone, and I have my reasons. The only person I would actually trust enough in this group is Rezcal.
Can you try and convince us somehow that those reasons aren't in some way bad news for us?
Honestly, it's potentially bad news for at least one of you. But no one but me knowing it is worse. It's not
I still
concrete information, but it's
imagine...
something that is potentially important to know before we try and contact, for at least someone else to know before we try and contact Sharon.
Can you tell it to Rezcal and me, so that half of the group knows?
Yes, I think that's probably acceptable. Just.
Okay.
Caesar, don't be a jerk, and then just immediately tell everyone afterwards.
No, I wouldn't do that unless the thing it turned out to be would be something.
So we can hop into voice too, so you guys can tell.
All right.